community, and that's part of your brand, and that's part of storytelling. And you've developed a community online, and what you do is you're through that documentation, you're posting photos, you're telling people what you're doing, what your ideas are, what your passion is, and then you're posting it to the community. And that's part of your brand, and that's part of storytelling. So essentially that's basically storytelling as it is. So I mean, everything that somebody does in terms of branding is part of the story. It's I guess the effectiveness is how good the strategy is, how good the execution is, and what the end result is with the target market. But I mean, from your standpoint, I think that you're doing pretty well. I mean, you're pretty consistent with the storytelling. Now is where you want to take it. Do you want to take it to the next level? What elements can you add to the marketing mix of the storytelling that you're doing with brand is the question. Like, I mean, like, storytelling is a term that, or a concept that's used in advertising. It's been used for decades, and basically it's going from the idea, developing the idea, getting out to the market, the end consumer, or the target market, and then triggering that action, whatever you want that target market to do, whether it's buying something, or I don't know, whatever. It could be anything, but that's basically what storytelling is. So I mean so for example, if you take an ad in let's say a magazine, or even a TV ad, it starts telling a story. I mean, that's the whole concept of how advertising agencies develop these ads. It's like they show you the product, they write a script, they tell you a story, and then eventually they want you to buy the product. So I mean, like, for example, the things that I'm doing, I'm telling a story. By creating vlogs. I'm telling a story by doing the interviews, the web shows and stuff like that. That's part of my brand, and there's different elements of whatever strategy I'm trying to achieve at this moment. I mean, at this moment, I'm just trying to build awareness of the things that I want to do, and provide value, and also use that as leverage for the company I'm building. So basically, it's a way to gain attention, and people will say, "Hey, he's doing some cool stuff," and create some buzz, and then the people who I would want to work with, like the record labels, the certain artists, the buzz goes around. I'm building my personal brand, and I'm showcasing what I can do with my personal brand, and then it's like, okay, I want them to come over to the company that I'm building, Ajani Media, and say, I want to hire you to do what exactly you're doing. So that's my strategy. That's the tactic.